So there's a lot of talk about creativity and innovation and creativity being delivered to people in a world where they're consuming in so many screens. What are what's exciting to you, and kind of what are sort of the challenges about delivering creative effectively across screens?
So I think the biggest challenge that marketers are facing today is that when we're talking about creative delivery, we're using screens to engage people. And people are unpredictable and they are messy. And so consumer journeys are interesting, marketing models are helpful, but at the end of the day, you never quite know how someone is going to make a decision. And we interact in unique and different ways, like we do in our everyday lives. And so something that's really kind of unique and different is in this new data connected world, we can think about what is someone's true desire line to get from what people want and tying into what brands need. And I think that's an opportunity that's both scary and exciting at the same time.
So what are the needs right now? If you wanted to have a problem solved in cross-screen delivery, what should the industry sort of tackle? What's your wish as a buyer?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge as part of tying together a cohesive story is making sure that you have a set of luggage that isn't too matching and appropriate for that environment. So a great example is food content. Food content in the world of Pinterest and Snapchat needs to be very different to break through than it does in a mass delivered audience like television. And so thinking about that in ways that are flexible and take into account marketers' realities within non-working budgets is a very real challenge.
So tell us about the ways that content can be customized, and does it mean versioning from the creative agencies? We talk about creative optimization where ads are optimized for particular regions. What could be some of the mechanics around creative optimization or targeted delivery of bespoke content?
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes back to a challenge that was talked about yesterday in terms of really getting your hands around the truth of America. And there's so many differences that are pulling people apart, but also bringing us together. So having a true understanding of the person that you're looking to connect to, the person that is interested in what you as a brand are looking to achieve, understanding them from a kind of 360 perspective is really unique and different. I think the other thing that's totally changing the game is that technology is more a part of that creative delivery than ever. And so something that I'm personally excited for.
So tell us more about what that is.
Yeah, so I mean, it's something that I think is going to be really interesting is I can't wait to get the first brief that says my audience for a campaign is Alexa and Siri. And those are the ladies that are really powering the decisions of the future. When you talk about creative versioning and ways to engage people, you've got to be thinking about that man meets machine environment that we're living in now.
Cool. And in terms of data and the toolkit that you have, are you happy with that? Are there more things that you need?
Yeah.
How do you see sort of the data set and your decisioning?
So something that I'm really happy about is that more and more CMOs are understanding the power of that data and really evangelizing that as part of their organizations. They're mining it more effectively. They're bringing in more partners from a first party standpoint. I think there's a lot of things the industry can learn from that in terms of sharing is caring, and that's true when it comes to data as well. And so the more that we can play together, the more that ultimately we'll be able to reap the benefits.
Yeah, that's cool. And finally, there's a lot of talk about transformation here, the title. So what are some transformations that you either see or you think are important in our industry?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that, again, understanding the role of technology in decision making, being really open and honest about the fact that people are messy and we need to be engaging and thinking about that in different ways, and that ultimately from a decision making standpoint, mom will always be important in a lot of households, but Alexa and Siri are coming right after her.